Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the best segment of Hen Sports Night, Hot Takes. The most spiciest, the most mouth-burning, hottest takes of all time. Here I got my brother to the right, Tony, and I got Tyler to the left. Now, to start off this segment, I want to talk about this in-season tournament. Tell me about it. How do you feel?
It's garbage. In my opinion, it's garbage.
What?
That's what I think. But we know who's going to win the in-season tournament and the NBA final, but I don't want to say too much.
I'm going to take Tony off his Lakers. I think the NBA in-season tournament has been good for the league. I think it's been good for the fans and even the players, too. I mean, they're going hard, Rocco. You see them out there. They get, 50 Gs if they win per player for the whole team. I mean, that's pretty good. And just going to Vegas, too. You know, these guys, they want a vacation. They want to go to Vegas, play some games. It's exciting. And I think I saw a report, CBS Sports said it was a Sacramento Kings versus Warriors game, had a 93% increase in viewers compared to a game in a comparable window of that non-in-season tournament.
I do gotta agree with you on that because honestly, this tournament has brought out the competitive nature in so many players. I mean, you got someone like Tyrese Halliburton looking like a near MVP.
Shining.
He looks amazing. Just imagine what the Kings would have been if they still had De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese on the same team. But the Pacers knocked off the Celtics.
But I feel like the in-season tournament is equivalent to T.J. Warren playing in the bubble. Come on now, be realistic.
It's
T.J. Warren in the bubble was crazy.
If they make it an every year thing, though, is that still true?
Yeah,
yes, it's still true.
Tyrese was doing it at the end of last season, too.
The Pacers is going to be garbage when the regular season really matters.
They'll be
honest.
They'll be like the 8 or 7 seed, but Tyrese is not. He's not a fake. He's good. Tyrese is a very good player.
He's a dog. He's been balling.
Good.
I mean,
he's
they
good.
knocked the Sixers out of the tournament. And I think
who?
The Sixers.
Who cares?
Listen,
Sixers are garbage.
Tonight we get the Suns and Lakers are probably playing right now, maybe a little bit later, and then we'll see who's really garbage. All right.
So
not LeBron.
All right, well, the Lakers, we'll move past them because we all know the Lakers aren't going to win the tournament. They're not going to win the championship.
All right.
Let's move it over to some NFL. I mean, with everything going on with the security guard and the 49ers player, what are we thinking? Because it was a whole scandal. There's a lot of talk going on. What are we thinking about that?
I mean, I did the same thing the 49ers player did. And that's just me, though. Like, you mean? Like, you don't got to touch me.
You would have been
That's what I'm saying.
You would have been Dre Greenlaw in this situation.
Yes. But except for I would have connected. I'd have been like Draymond Green connected in the pool. Boom.
You would have knocked him out.
You know what? Well, then he would have been out probably indefinitely for the rest of the season. I mean, he made a mistake just putting his finger in the guy's face. I mean, if you ask me, you see plenty of coaches or guys on the sideline breaking up fights all the time.
But you're a security guard.
Yeah, he's still on the sideline. He's the sideline security. And this comes from an Eagles fan, of course. I'll remind you guys that. But, I mean, they had a little scuffle, the two guys, and he went to break it up, and then he decided to just put a finger in his face. I mean, that's crossing the line. You don't touch any guy who's not in pads.
Well, listen, as a fan that I hate both teams, I can be on the side that the security guard is not allowed on the field. But Dre Greenlaw should also not be swinging at security guards. That whole situation's crazy. But talking about the Eagles, man, let's bring up MVP talk because if we're talking about MVPs, let's see, we got Jalen Hurts, we got Patrick Mahomes, we have Dak Prescott.
CMC.
And CMC. And we got Tyreek Hill, who's going to break Megatron's record. I believe that he will. He's on pace to break it by over 150 yards or something like that.
If he can keep up this connection with Tua, I think he could break it. I mean, he just keeps grinding each week. He looks great.
Yo.
I will say, though.
Lost for words. I don't even know what to say.
Exactly. I mean, no one can guard him.
No.
I mean, no corners, no safeties. It's insane.
I could if I was out there, but you know.
Yeah. You got to get you suited up.
I can't agree with that statement. You're spouting now. You're just yapping. Coming from a LeBron Glazer. Listen, Tyreek. I got Tyreek on my fantasy team, so I just like to thank him because he's basically been God to me. But
come on, glazing.
He's saved me from many games. He's dropping 30 a week, man. You're not stopping. You're not stopping Tyreek from dropping 30 a week. That's all I'm gonna say.
Tyreek is not. I don't know if he's the best receiver in the league though.
He's up there.
He's up there.
But he's definitely winning Offensive Player of the Year if Christian McCaffrey's not going to. They got a good run going, but
why don't we talk about this NCAA stuff a little bit? This proposed,
the money that they already have enough. I don't know why they're going to offer them more money.
Yeah. So if you didn't see, the NCAA just proposed earlier this week, or it might have been today actually, just a proposition. They want to see if the D1 schools will pay their athletes alongside NIL money too, which would mean scholarships really, I don't know how that would really work out anymore, but it would mean that the schools themselves are directly paying the kids to come play for their schools, which is, it's pretty enticing if you're a student athlete.
Yeah.
Well, For me, I just don't think that paying them would be. It's like the NBA again, but who knows? We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
No.
That's all for us here at Hot Takes. We're going to skate our way over to James taking us ice skating.